What is up and welcome back. And in today's video I am going to show you the reverse between the legs crossover. This move is very nice. It's very similar to the regular crossover where the ball travels in front of you, and that's going to look like this, right? And then you're gone. So that move is very good, very flashy, and the variation I'm trying to show you, it is a different way of doing the same idea, right? The same concept, but it is a different variation. And I feel a lot of players do not have that variation down. Maybe because they think it's a little bit harder, or maybe because they're using it in the wrong situations. So in this video, we are going to help you out with all that. We're going to improve on those small details. And as you know, all those small details make a big difference. So with that said, let's get right into it. So this move right here, I do like it, like I said, because sometimes that defender is going to be waiting for that crossover, and he's going to be waiting for the ball to travel in front of you. So when you do change it up, right, he can swing and miss the ball, and then you're gone. So it's good to have in your bag, good to have different tools. So one detail that I want to really point out is going to be the angle in which the ball travels. Because if you're standing up with your footwork like this, stepping forward, right, you're going to drift more to the side. If you are stepping like this, a little bit to the side, you're going to drift more going back a little bit. Okay, a little bit to the side, but more to the back. So you're going to have this type of movement. Okay, so we definitely want to have this foot out this way, a more wider base, right? Not like this or not like this, more like this. Okay, because like this, the ball's going to travel. See that? It's going to travel like this, like this. They can travel. I do notice a lot of players, they do this when they have this type of footwork. It's just like a tendency that I notice. And then when you're more wide like this, you're really thinking of attacking more. You're thinking of moving forward. So this is going to help out a whole lot. Plus, the ball's going to travel like this. Look at that dribble. Notice that? So it's all about angles. These angles are going to help you out a whole lot. Okay? This is the attack angle where the ball is traveling this way. Okay, so doing that correction is going to help out big time. Next, we definitely want to sell the move just like the regular crossover, right? You look like you're going this way, and then last second you switch the angle, and then you look where you're trying to go, right? Like this. Same thing with this move. You want to have your shoulders kind of pointing this way, your frame looking over here, and then your eyesight as well. Okay? Then when that foot steps outward, it really looks like you're going this way. You see that? Okay. That's going to really have that defender sliding over. Okay? Just like the regular crossover. Okay? So once that happens, definitely load this leg. This leg's going to be very important because this leg's going to give you speed and power to push off. Okay? Like that. And you're going to notice that maybe if you're a little bit more skillful, you can really push off a lot harder, right? Where you're just exploding in that direction. But if you don't have that much power in your legs yet, you haven't developed that, it doesn't really matter. Just as long as you're planting, and then pushing off, you're going to be going in the right direction, okay? So it all depends what kind of skill level you're at. You're not that advanced yet, you're going to get some power, some speed. You're more advanced, you're going to have a lot more power and speed. And that's all going to have to do with how low you can load, right? If you're not loading that deep, you're kind of straight up, you're going to get some speed. And if you're more shifty, like Kyrie, Kemba Walker, all those guys, they can get really low, right? They're able to just take off on that line drive. And it's all the idea, kind of like a runner. A runner's weighing on that line, right? He's loaded. So when that shot goes off, that leg's ready to push off. Okay? Same concept. Okay? So if you can load that leg pretty good, you can practice that just like this, right? Practice really jumping off that one leg, right? Okay? You can do that. Step out, then push. practice differently. Whatever's gonna help you. You see what helps you out the most. Okay, you see? That's a real nice push. Like that. So all that movement, it is going to sell to have that defender move, slide with you, and then at the last second, you're going to switch that angle. Okay, you're going to switch that angle and push off and explode and go in that direction. And before we wrap up this video, I did want to explain some scenarios that are going to help you out. So definitely this move can be somewhat risky, like the regular crossover, right? When you're trying to cross people up over and over like that, it's going to be more likely that they steal the ball. So definitely choose when you're going to use it. Don't use it all the time, right? Use it when they're not expecting it. Again, if you're driving a couple times on this side and you already had success, you scored twice, most likely that defensive player is going to play harder that right side. So that's going to be a perfect opportunity to switch it up and go the opposite way. Okay, that's going to be one scenario. Another scenario is going to be look to see where the defense is at. If the defense is stacked on this side, right, you have two defensive players, that player right here in front of you, he's not going to move a whole lot this way because he knows he has that help defense. So if you try to bite him this way, right, try to give him that bait and see if he bites, he's probably going to play somewhat conservative because there's that defense. So it's as simple as realizing, hey, I'm going to run into trouble if I do that. Because if I come back this way, he's going to be right there. Simple as just sliding him over. Slide him over this way. Now you have a possibility of two lanes, right? This becomes a possibility. He has to move with you because you've been scoring on him. And then this lane opens up. So you see that? It's all about manipulating what you have on the basketball court, seeing where the advantages are at. Defense is stacked on this side. No point of faking this way. It's not believable. Move them this way. Now it becomes believable. Or simply, if it's crowded that way, do the move this way. You have all this room to operate, right? This is open. And then cut back inside when it slides over. You got that middle lane now. You see? So all of that is going to help do this move and be efficient with it, okay? A lot of players sometimes, they wonder, why isn't the move working? Because you're not looking at other things on the basketball court. You're just focused on the move you saw an NBA player do, your friend do at the pickup basketball courts, or something on YouTube. Like right now, you're probably watching this on YouTube. And I don't want that to happen to you. I want you to be high IQ, high success rate, high efficiency. So I'm trying to explain these things to you, okay? And hopefully with this information, it's helping you out. And if you are liking what you're seeing, right, trying to give you more tools in your bag, please sub and like. It does help me out a whole lot in trying to grow. I am a smaller channel, so every bit does help. And with that said, we'll be back next week. There was the in between the legs crossover. Very shifty move, just like the regular crossover, but you have to know how to use it and use the right angles. So with that said, we'll see you on the next one. Peace.